The next component we're going to talk about is the Global Catalog Server, or GC. So what does the Global Catalog Server actually do? Looking at the diagrams here, we can see that we've got two domain controllers, DC1 and DC2. Now, both of these domain controllers have been classified as Global Catalog Servers. So looking on the left side of our screen, we can see that we've got our domain and we have a number of organizational units with a number of individual users. And here is my user. We'll call this user Bob. And a user or an object is comprised of attributes. So for example, your first name, last name, telephone number, and email address. Now, as I've mentioned, a Global Catalog Server is essentially a referencing server. So for example, if I'm a user that has an account on DC1 and I need to find out some information about a user on DC2, I can reference the Global Catalog. So I've got a user and we'll call this user Mike. And Mike has an account on DC2. So Bob essentially wants to find information on Mike. The Global Catalog Server contains a subset of attributes on the user's object. Now, because Active Directory uses this multi-master replication model, you can appreciate that if it actually replicated all of the attributes, it would take a very long time, and obviously users' performance would be reduced. So what we have is the Global Catalog may only, for example, replicate certain elements of Active Directory. So essentially, Global Catalog, if you think of it as going to the library, so you go to the library, you speak to the librarian, you say, I want to find information on a particular book or a particular piece of reference material. The librarian may ask you, okay, do you have a ISBN number for the book? Do you have a reference, an author, a title of the book? You may be asked to have a flick through a card index file. So once you've found that card index, you can then go and get the book. So in essence, a librarian is the Global Catalog Server. So once my user Bob queries the Global Catalog Server for, let's say, Mike's telephone number, the Global Catalog Server on DC1 will query the Global Catalog Server on DC2 and locate Mike and retrieve his information for you. So the Global Catalog Server is responsible for replicating a subset of attributes throughout Active Directory.